So let me just kick straight off, and the aim today is to give you um, a high-level overview of why there is so much hype about Dynamics 365. You see it everywhere you read it today, and you'll find that it's big in the IT press, and I'm definitely excited because I think it's one of the greatest products to launch of late, and part of I'll tell you why a bit later as we go through. But you can see from some of those comments there in the press that it's definitely getting quite a bit of review. So what we're going to do is just jump in and hopefully get through this in 30 minutes. I've got a lot of content to get through, but I'll give it a good shot. We're going to talk about the who Artis Group are and why we've got skills in this area. I'm going to then go in some high-level details on what Dynamics 365 are and talk about our new tech innovation fund that we're offering to our customers. And of course, then we'll get to some questions and some next steps. So please don't forget in that chat box, if anything pops up, we'll try to get to that. But before I do, I just want to welcome to the webinar Josh Burgess from Microsoft, who's a technology specialist and is definitely the guy that knows Dynamics 365 well. And I welcome Josh. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for your time, Josh.
Thanks, Mark. It's a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me on your call.
Excellent, thank you, and we will hear from Josh a bit later on. So let me dive into who the Artis Group are. You can see that we do a lot of things, and basically a lot of our customers probably know us for application development and maybe some SharePoint work, but can I categorically say that we are very big in this Microsoft space, and especially the Microsoft's cloud space, and hence what I'm trying to do is emphasize to you today that we would like to help you, especially around things like Office 365, Dynamics 365, Microsoft Azure, Power BI and Analytics from Microsoft. These are all the products that we have experience and a lot of strength in. So let me just to back that up, in our Microsoft world, you'll see we're a gold partner with Microsoft. A while back there we won a Microsoft Partner of the Year award, and we are very much big in the Microsoft Dynamics CRM space. So I won't labour the point with all those different Microsoft certifications, etc., but you can get the point that we are a very strong Microsoft partner in this space. And of course, the industry recognition. We have a lot of words, even including the ICT Industry Award this year that we won. And so these awards only go back for the last couple of years, by the way. All the ones we could fit on the page. It's a bit of an eye chart there, but you can see that there's quite a bit of material there. So the emphasis is that we can help you in any of this area that we're about to talk on. So before we get started, what I'd like to do is do a quick poll for those on the call, just to give me an idea of who is on the call. And I'd like, if you could help complete this for me. Basically, I'm just trying to understand who on the call are currently using Office 365 in their business. I've got a strong passion for Office 365. I believe if you're not using it, I'd really love to know why, because I think it's just now commonplace. I've been sort of in this game for over 7 years since the start of Microsoft's cloud solutions, and I really think it's definitely something you should be considering in your business if you don't already have it. So looks like most people are voting, and it's great to see that we've got a lot of people that are using it, which is sensational. And obviously there's a couple of people that are sort of thinking about it and looking at it. Okay, I won't keep that poll on, and please come back to me later if you would really like to talk to me further and didn't get a vote in. So moving on from there, what I'm going to do now is go back to my slides, and just while that kicks up, I now want to kick into basically I mentioned Office 365. For those using it, you would probably, when you log into your portal, you would see this Microsoft waffle, they call it, and you probably would have noticed recently one of the tiles popped up, Dynamics 365. This is one of the things I find beautiful about the whole Microsoft Cloud space, is the fact that they are developing, updating, putting new features and functionality on a daily basis. It's amazing the stuff that just appears, and when this just appears on your login portal, as opposed to the past where you would wait for a year or more for updates and changes. The world is moving very fast in this space now, and that's where I love it. It's actually giving customers a lot more at their fingertips. So what's in this Dynamics 365 solution? Basically, Microsoft in their Dynamics team used to be a little siloed group, and I know this very well because I used to be in the Dynamics team at Microsoft, and we used to be on our own little island. But they've now realised that, hey, let's bring this powerful software, they're both their CRM and their ERP solutions, bring them together with the mainstream Office apps. And this is the power of these solutions. They have great integration with all the Office 365 solution that's already available. But in a nutshell, the Dynamics 365 contain applications, intelligent business applications that include, there's actually one other that's not on there that I'll get to in a minute, but basically, and I'm going to drill down further onto what these are, but from project to sales to customer service, marketing, field service and operation, all the things you need in your business. You may not need them all, you may need some of them, but what Microsoft have done is they've actually built this and integrated it with, as I said, their Office 365 solutions, Power BI, Cortana Intelligence Suite, and Azure IoT Suite. For people that are using or want data analytics, imagine hooking up your IoT devices and be able to pull that data straight into your Dynamics 365 solutions and use that in your business. This is where it's all getting very integrated very well. So, and of course, Power Apps on the bottom there, you'll see Power Apps and Microsoft Flow. People may in the past have heard of InfoPath, where you can develop forms and then workflow scenarios. Microsoft in their Dynamics 365 are including the ability for customers, or with the help with partners such as the Artis Group, you can develop your own applications and own workflows that can go and leverage the power of the Dynamics 365 suite. And of course, on the top there, AppSource is a link and a connection to develop third-party applications that customers can use that integrate very tightly with the solution. So let me just drill down further into some of these applications that I talked about. So as far as sales concerned, so Dynamics 365 for sales is basically the ability for your teams, your sales teams, your business to sell faster, track your opportunities in your pipeline right through to the close of the sale very easily and efficiently, all in one place, and all from Outlook. There's an example even from my PC where you can see there's a CRM for Outlook add-in that you can just work straight out of Outlook and never have to leave and do a lot of things straight into the CRM solution. So sales is definitely a key application in this suite. The customer service application. This is where you provide a seamless service for your customers and give your agent, your customer service agents, whether on calls, on phones or whatever, let them respond quickly with the right information and really add to your customer service levels. And it really, once again, raising cases and everything else right there makes it very efficient and very easy to be able to do. Field service, this is a very powerful solution for anyone that has field staff. So people out there in the field that are servicing your clients, taking out parts and materials or fixing things. You can imagine the nightmare of scheduling these road warriors, scheduling parts, materials, cases, and doing it in the best priority is challenging, and you've probably, those people that need that sort of solution, probably got staff and solutions at the moment spending inordinate amount of time doing it. So definitely something to consider. We've got customers on this and enjoying it today, so definitely well worth looking. And again, project service for anyone that wants to manage their projects, end to end, on time and on budget. This is definitely something you should consider. You should consider. So please, again, more than happy to talk to you about some of these things. Dynamics marketing. This was in the Dynamics CRM offering, but as of 1 November, it was removed. Now, the reason is that Microsoft are in heavy discussions, and in fact, probably a long way down the discussion path, talking with Adobe about using their Adobe marketing suite. So this is where Microsoft are really starting to pull the best of breed materials together. And so come spring, potentially roughly give or take May next year, the marketing suite will be back and bigger than ever. Customers that already have marketing in their current CRM offering, there'll be agreements right through till next year, and there'll be roadmaps and everything for them to adjust accordingly. So as far as financials, that was one of the ones that wasn't on that original slide before. Not quite here yet, but as far as Microsoft have got a great solution coming. It was a product they used to call, or code name Madeira, that's coming out, and by mid next year it will be available. Available in some of the regions at the moment, but not quite here in Australia. But for anybody that imagine doing full from quote to cash, right straight from Outlook, and all centralized, easily, not jumping in and out of different applications. This is the power of these solutions, all integrated together. And the big kahuna, Dynamics 365 for Operation, this is built on the Dynamics AX ERP offering. And you can see, and I won't labour, this could be a whole couple of hour presentation if I wanted to drill down, but basically covering a lot of industries and a lot of solutions. It is something for those people that really do have huge ERP needs, and it's all been packaged under the Dynamics 365 for Operations app banner. So drilling further into it, what I wanted to just explain is that it comes in two flavours. There's the Business Edition and the Enterprise Edition. So to be very clear, and just to reiterate, this whole Dynamics 365 suite only launched in Australia on the 1st of November. So a lot of these things are coming together and being rolled out, but the Business Edition suite, as we speak at the moment, won't be available till mid next year, or spring in US time, spring 2017, as they say. Now, you look at the employee numbers there, and on the Enterprise Edition on the right-hand side, which is available today, I wanted to be very clear that even though that's got those target optimized employee numbers, any company size can use the Enterprise Edition today, and so if you have strong needs today, these solutions are available for you. Under the Business Edition, it will be available next year. It'll be only a cloud-based version and a 300-seat maximum, whereas under the Enterprise Edition you can have a hybrid version as well, with on-premise rights, etc. And you'll see there the 20 user minimum on the AX SKU, so that would refer to the operations SKU. So just to be very clear, the Enterprise Edition is available right now, and more functionality, all the functionality is in there, in other words, and there will be paths down the track for customers, and the best to change to Business Edition if needed. But the best thing about it is that Microsoft are now offering pricing around the Enterprise Edition that is mapping to the Business Edition. So in other words, it's not it is definitely affordable and definitely worth investigating. So let me just talk about some of the other licensing side of this. This is where I find this is really exciting, because in the past, and I'll use CRM, Dynamics CRM as an example, and you would have had to have bought a number of these apps in a whole professional SKU or suite, if you like, and a full user, and whether your staff were using the full functionality of it, you would have to pay for that. Whereas Microsoft have worked out that, hey, not everyone in an organization uses all this functionality, and their concept of a light user, or team member as they're calling it, is sensational, because you can actually now, if you've got members that you just want to look up information or run reports or do things like expense reports or just create accounts or approve purchase orders, for example, they can just be a team member, and they can therefore, it is a fraction of the prices of a full user. And I think that's a very good start. We've got customers at the moment that we're always balking in the retail sector, for example, where they've got staff that are on shift work that are only potentially using a part of that license, if you like, because multiple people are using the same device, and therefore they couldn't justify the cost. Whereas as a team member, they can get it a lot cheaper. And then, of course, the full users, you can buy the individual apps that I've just been through. If a customer only wanted sales, for example, they just have to buy the sales app. But the secret is that if you're going to buy more than one app, up to 2 apps or more, you're best to buy a plan, and therefore you can buy it in a plan. So let me just drill down and probably just show you a bit more about that. But before I do that, let me just tell you how you can mix and match as well. So in other words, in your organization, if you decide that you've got a whole bunch of staff that are team members, and by the way, most companies would have majority of their staff as team members because they don't need the full functionality. You need some people on a full sales application. You need some members, or some staff on that have access to a few, maybe customer service and sales, etc. They can buy on a plan. So you can mix and match, and you can make it more cost effective for your business when you're purchasing these things. So let me just drill down and just show you how the packaging is working. I will take a breath soon, so just bear with me, but just keen to get through all this information. But you'll see there, and I wanted to highlight the bit that the original CRM included, the sales, field service, customer service, project service, and marketing. All right, you'll see in the blue line in the middle, that was the fact that customers had to buy the lot. Now you can buy individual apps, which is the beauty of this. I mentioned Power Apps and Flow. This is where customers, you can buy those individually if you like, but customers, if they buy a plan, they get those and they can develop their own web forms, own workflows, etc. You'll see the marketing. I mentioned how the Adobe suite will fill that void. And of course, so that whole suite there comes into the plan one. If you wanted more than just one app, you'd buy Dynamics 365 Enterprise Edition Plan 1. If you wanted operation, you'd then move to Plan 2. Okay, and of course the team members scale across those whole solutions. And that little wiggly line means you can step up into all the different pricing. So if you start on just a single app, you can step up into the next plan and change accordingly. So it is a great story to tell for especially ease of trying to justify when you're looking at the purchasing of these things. But the simple reality, as I mentioned, if you want to purchase more than one app, right, plus Power Apps, for example, you're better to buy a plan. If you want to purchase well, that's what I said, for more than one app, you get it. You can buy just a single user, otherwise buy a plan. But also the other thing to keep in mind, that once you get over 99 seats, there is tiered pricing as well. So it scales down in pricing, which are very compelling. So the other thing to mention, and just to reiterate there, is that the team members, they get read data from all those applications. Right, and that's what I was trying to highlight. They can access the information. There's certain features in that they can't do, but really does give them a full a range of essential activities that they can do with these applications. So let me just take a pause there and power through that. I've dumped a lot on you, but what I wanted to do, if I may just trouble you one more time, is just get your thoughts on, after all that, very quick, giving you some time to digest. What I wanted to see was just get your interest to Dynamics 365 and see whether there was any interest, if you're looking at it, if you're considering it, whether, is it any time in the future, because the strong message, as you may hear in my voice, is that I am very keen to come and talk to you, very keen to help you, and at least help you understand where we're going with this, and sort of, if you are keen, all you got to do is give me a yell and I'll come and have a chat. So I'll just give that 30 seconds more, and while I'm doing that, what I might do is just I might ask Josh just to get Josh's view on the world of Dynamics 365 from Microsoft. Josh, how are you seeing it out there with this new product launch, and how's it all going?
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Yeah, definitely there's a lot of buzz about with customers and partners, specifically around the Power Apps and Flow. So this is quite unique new application set Microsoft have developed, and basically links more so into the connected cloud, where we're seeing more and more businesses taking advantage of different cloud services. Now essentially you can link them all together in a simplistic way and really have your CRM and your ERP working together, where previously it was more or less you had to basically fill in that gap unless you spent a lot of money on integration. So definitely the value proposition of Dynamics 365 is really up there, and Microsoft's worked really hard developing this licensing. So essentially you buy what you need now, and then as you go on, as your organization grows, you can go into those additional applications and then get the cost savings through the plan. So they've even chucked in a free portal with the plan, which they didn't have previously. It was about $600. So you get that within that plan licensing just by buying one user. They've also doubled the base storage. So great move, I believe, on their part, basically as a strong positioning within that business app area, and also on the back of Office 365, specifically the way the solutions all tie together. It's just amazing, and the feedback's been really, really positive from all the customers and partners I've spoken to so far.
Yeah, and so interesting, Josh, and thank you for reminding me again about the portal. I keep meaning to mention that for those on the call. So there is a free portal thrown in where you can have a portal that customers then can access certain content from your Dynamics 365 solution, whether you've got events that you're trying to take feedback on, etc. So as Josh said, that's thrown in there, that you do not have to invest time and effort to be able to develop and integrate with your current solution. So sounds good, Josh. Thank you very much for that. And
thanks, Mark.
By the way, it sounds like from my poll that there are a lot of people interested, which sounds great, and keen to help you guys see how we can help you. So just to get close to winding up, my time's running out. I mentioned up the front the Tech Innovation Fund. What the Artis Group are offering for our customers is that we have a fund that we're going to use part of your licensing spend. We're going to credit you with that dollars so you can invest in some of these technologies back in. So there's no cost. All you've got to do is sign up, and we can arrange that for you. The other thing, by the way, you may or may not have heard of a digital partner of record. That's where if you have a solution, a Microsoft Cloud solution, if you basically attach the Artis Group as your digital partner of record, we then can help you with different services and help you in your licensing and help you with a total solution. So please, I'm keen to talk to you about that. And of course, probably the last bit, I don't know if those on the call have heard about the Microsoft Cloud Solution Provider Cloud Solution Provider Program. Basically, that's the new way of purchasing these solutions, and a lot of customers with some, say, Office 365 today may have purchased through another method. Please talk to us and we can show you how buying it through the CSP model is probably better for you, and we can help you do that. So more than happy to talk further to you on that there. So just to wrap up in the dying stages, I've been checking the questions. I'm not sure if my colleagues have been helping me answer those, but I haven't seen too many. But just to wrap up, and I'll take some questions in a minute if people have got some. please, first step, if you could, sign up for the tech funds, the innovation funds. We're more than happy, and I can show you how if you get in contact with me. Then as far as I would love to offer a planning session with you. I'd love to come out to your office and talk you through some of these solutions and how we can help you with this. It's no cost for me to come out there and just have a chat and really help you, because I know I've been in this cloud game for a long time in these business productivity solutions, and a lot of customers are struggling at the moment to understand what's their first step or what's their next step. Please have a chat with me, and I'm keen to try and help out if I can. Obviously, please contact us if you've got any questions. And we're going to be running, by the way, a series of these webinars on different content, different solutions in these applications, probably showcasing some of our customers that are using these, where we would love you to sort of hear from them how they are going. So with that, I really do appreciate all your time out of your busy schedules, and I would welcome you contacting me and having a further chat. So once again, thank you very much. Thanks for your time.